Hello. Welcome to a very special time of the year where I like to play the old Souls games. And let me mute all of my stuff. Put everything on silent. Open my stream on my phone so I can look at the chat. And we are going to start it off with the game that, well, started it all. Good old Demon Souls. And we're just going to let this intro rock. Classic intro. Now, will this be a incredibly lore in-depth playthrough? No. I know a decent amount about Demon Souls lore. I'll try to kind of go into it where I have some knowledge of it. Will it be an incredibly challenge-focused one? No, we're just playing it. We're just having fun. I haven't decided what weapon I want to use yet. But here's our Fluted Knight, doing his thing. Love the classic Fluted set. And yeah, we are playing the original. The PS3 version. That's low frame rate and long load times and all. So this should be interesting. I have no issue with the remake. Well, I shouldn't say I have no issue. I have plenty of issues with it, but I don't hate it like some people do. But one of the things I wanted to do with the Spooky Souls-tober series is I wanted to play the original games on the original hardware. So if you know where that's going, the next two games in the Soul series will be very interesting. So look forward to that. That being said, I know I know a decent amount of kind of, strategies how to play this game. I've beaten it on the remake, and I want to say I've never actually beaten the original. But I know, like, some of the cheese and stuff you can do. But, I don't know. I'm trying to think what weapon I want to use. I was thinking the pickaxe. I don't know. Here's our title screen. Classic. If we let it rock, it's just going to play the intro again, so... real quick, let's look at my old save files here. No. You must sign in to play. Would you like to sign in? No. Yes, offline mode. Okay, we have, these two are my friend's characters. This one and this one are my characters. And... yeah, I think this is my friend's character. I think he beat the game. He's got 55 hours, so I hope he got some progress into it. And I want to say this character I got pretty far in. I want to say I was using, like, Winged Spear or something like that. Winged Spear. But, I think we may have to make a new character. Or, no. Would you like? No. Can only create 4 profiles. Okay. We'll overwrite this character. I have like 17 minutes of playtime on him, so. And here is our beautiful, beautiful boy. Our wonderful Demon Souls character creator. It's so bad. Thankfully, we're gonna be wearing a helmet for a lot of this. We'll just make him West Side. Was East Side? God. Unblinking. Staring into the very demon souls of the player. Sweet bowl cut, bro. I want to say... wild. And I don't think you share... no, you don't share hairstyles with the female characters. Alright, we'll just go with this one. And, wow, you do not, unless you can, I want to say you can change details. Yeah, okay, this is where you can actually change. But I'm not gonna really bother with it. Like I said, our dude's gonna be wearing a helmet for most of this, so. We gotta make him an old dude. Yeah, he's seen some stuff. And... oh, this is... the random actually looks a lot better. That's kind of crazy. Than just the starting character, but they're giving me a bunch of like Asian-looking characters, which is fine, but I guess that's what I get for playing. Here, we'll be orange guy. I am gonna change the skin color just so it's not quite so orange. General? No. Wait. Skin tone. Here we go. Pale. Light. Ooh, okay. Turn him into a freak. Can I change his eye color? Gray. Yeah, it looks alright. That way I'm just not default West guy. Okay. we'll name him, oh, remember this stupid... hold on. It's like the cell phone. How do I capitalize? Oh, you have to do... okay, like that. People who don't remember texting on old cell phones. This is how you did it back in the day. You had to mash the key several times to get to the letter you wanted. And... there. PS3 was, of that time, I suppose. Class. Like, I want to say... I forget if... though if I did, Faith, I would be able to get some decent miracles. The miracles in this game aren't very, like, offensively oriented. They're more, this is the Dex guy. Barbarian for strength. Thief. I forget what all they start with. Temple Knight, I know he starts with a halberd and a decent armor set. Royalty, that's the most OP one to start with. That one has, like, magic regen, I want to say. Soldier is John Demon Souls. I think I want to go... I'm almost tempted to go Priest. Dexterity's kind of low, though. Hold on. What is this on my phone? Hold on, I gotta pause very quickly. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. Okay. Sorry, I had a phone call that was kind of important that I needed to take. Hopefully, it's all good. If I need to, I will pause again. Temple Knight, 13 Faith. The Priest starts with 13. Strength, Endurance, Vitality, 12. Temple Knight. I'm almost thinking we go Temple Knight. Let's do that. And the off chance I do want to use some miracles, because I do, like, I know Tears of Denial is pretty nice. There's cure poison, like various cure status, which are nice.
King Aland the 12th, by channeling the power of souls, brought unprecedented prosperity to his northern kingdom of Boletaria. That is, until the colorless deep fog swept across the land. Boletaria was cut off from the outside world.
Here's our exposition.
And those who dared penetrate the deep fog.
If you played Elden Ring, this should be kind of familiar. I guess you do kind of get this in the other games too, though.
Broke free from the fog.
But it kind of does the I guess a slideshow.
That the old King Alant had aroused the old one, the great beast below the nexus.
Really cool kind of concept art we get here.
And that a colorless fog had swept in,
Birds for scale.
unleashing terrible demons. The demons hunt down men and claim their souls.
I want to give me a Demon Souls RTS with this.
The mad attack the same,
That'd be crazy.
And chaos reigns.
I don't know if From Software's
Valorfax spoke of the enticing power of the
so
demon
cool.
souls.
If From Software's cut out to do
Each time
RTS,
a demon claims a human soul,
though I mean I guess they don't have to.
the
Sony
demon's
could
own
just
soul is
they own the
invigorated
rights
by
to
the
Demon
life
Souls, so
force,
they could potentially
and the power of a mature
get
demon
a
soul
developer to make a
is
Demon Souls
beyond
RTS.
human imagination. The legend spread quickly. Mighty warriors were drawn to the accursed land, but none have returned.
And kind of going back
Yor,
to
Twin Fangs,
oh, here's our characters.
Yurt the Silent Chief, Sage Urbane, Skurver the Wanderer,
Skurver.
the Sixth Saint Astraea and her knight Garl Vinland, and Sage Frake the Visionary.
Sage Frake.
The colorless deep fog.
But yeah, going back to my
slowly
thoughts on the
creeps
remake,
beyond Boletaria's
I'd say
borders.
one of the biggest drawbacks about the remake over this
Humankind
original game
faces a slow
is the
and
soundtrack.
steady
Like it's
extinction.
yeah, it's got like more modern
The deep fog
instrumentation.
will eventually swallow
and,
all lands near and far.
There's more going on, but I think some of the rearranged tracks just
Boletaria has
completely
one
missed the
final
mark on what the originals were
A
going
lone
for.
warrior who has braved
That being
the
said, there are
baleful
some that I
fog.
think improve a couple of the kind of less
Has
great
the
tracks,
land
but
found its savior, or have the demons found a new slave?
here we go. I will try. Would you like to play your journey to the Nexus? Yeah. I'm gonna try to get through the Vanguard Demon. I'm gonna try to get through him. I've also got to train my brain to not play this like Elden Ring, or at least Night Rain. That's what I've been playing. Souls game I've been playing most recently.
Brave soul who fears not death. I shall guide you.
And that is the Monumental talking to us. We will meet
So that you may lull
him,
the old one.
hopefully
back to
shortly,
slumber.
within this stream, I would hope. And I'm hoping this. Oh, we have heal to start with. That's nice. I'm hoping the game and my audio sounds well. I don't know if I have anyone in the chat to tell me at the moment, but hopefully someone shows up. All right, so if you've played Souls games before, At least this is what I do, because I don't really like fat rolling, and I don't even really like mid rolling. We take off a lot of our gears. I'm gonna be taking that off. Let's see if we have mid roll. Nope, still fat rolling. I'm not gonna be using a shield probably. Let's take off the pants. Hate to do this. Okay, I don't think there is mid rolling in this game. Can we do just pants, no helmet, no gloves? Okay, we can do that. What about pants and gloves? Okay, we can do that. What about pants and helmet? Okay, we can do that. And then we're gonna two-hand. Getting used to my combos. So we have a vertical slash and a stab. Gotta get used to my my moveset here. So here's our tutorial messages. We're not going to be really messing with these very much. I know a lot of what I can still parry. My one hand. What's my one-handed moveset like? Not good. So if I switch to one hand, it will be expressly to parry. That first R1's okay though. We can see some bad guys up ahead. I don't remember. I know we find. Hello. We find that blue knight coming up here. I'm gonna try to parry him. Oh, hello. And if you've played Bloodborne, this is kind of like that, where you have to farm your healing items. They do not refill upon death, which is unfortunate. But here we are. And it's telling us to drop here. Got a little bit of fall damage there, which is unfortunate, but that's my running attack. What's my rolling attack? It's a little bit of some horizontal range. Ooh, counter hit. Ah, I screwed that up. And so this is another thing. If you press direction in R1, you get this really obnoxious, bleh, I can't speak. A really annoying push. I don't know why I can't say that word right now. I got another counter hit. Love to see that. Obnoxious. There we go. I had to sit there and think about it. So you have to be very precise with our inputs and not mash mindlessly. Oh, the loading screens. These were salt on the wound on death. Hello, sir. Oh, here's our parry tutorial. I'm pressing triangle and R1 to two-hand and one-hand. Kind of funny. Here's our parry lord. What you got? Got the Michael Bay camera on parry. I'll have to get better about... It's one of the kind of weird mechanics with this game. If you two-hand before you do a riposte, which is the critical attack after a parry, you can get extra damage out of it. Let's see if I can actually do it correctly. Blarg! I'm gonna use one of these. What you got, dude? He got me. He baited me. I don't want to use too many of these because I do want to use them on the boss here. I gotta get used to the timing. There we go. I think I'm just gonna play safe for a little bit and not try to go for the two-handed riposte. I do have... Hold on, I gotta put in my offhand. No, not this. Oh, wait. Is it in my offhand? No. Okay. Put it here, please. There we go. And... heal me. Ah, okay, good. Unfortunately, I do not have... What is the tutorial here? I think they want me to, Oh yeah, two-handed. And it's telling me to guard break, basically. Piles of rubbish. Some more healing grass. Does it automatically put it on my bar? It does, okay. Getting used to that again. That is a soul item. It'll give us souls, which will help us level up. Oh, thank you. 1 second. Okay. And yeah, I'm not gonna be sprinting, speed running through this. I will try to move efficiently, but I'm not going to try to rush through things. Woo. Work. Hey, Michelle. Welcome, welcome. Can you tell me if the game sound is too loud or if I am too low? Oh, ambush. That's a sign of things to come. There's plenty of ambushes. Like, I guess when I get to this boss up here, let me know if it sounds pretty good. Because it will play music, and I just want to make sure everything sounds good. It's hard to tell, solo. So yeah, let me know when I get to this part right here. How it's sounding. So this is Vanguard Demon. He is the tutorial boss that is kind of intended to kill new players on their first go. But if you know what you're doing, you can pretty easily exploit kind of his weakness, which is he likes to spam this butt slam. And if you can just get him to continuously do that, don't get too greedy. It is not a hard fight. And usually the best way to ensure to get him to do the butt slam is to just hang at his back. I'm actually surprised he's doing all these axe moves. Usually he likes, if you're really close to him, he likes to do his butt slam. And that's what we want him to do. There we go. You just gotta be very careful. The AoE range is larger than you think. And I believe in the remake, if you beat this guy, you get access to the fluted Knight Helm, which is the original design of the fluted set from this game, not because the fluted set was redesigned in the remake. Woo. And there's Vanguard. Not too bad. I think I did it no hit, which is pretty good. Still got it somehow. And here's our archstones. Unlike Dark Souls, these are our bonfires. They're not really for healing you, they just kind of, they're your checkpoints. I can hear you, but when he slams, it kind of drowns you out slightly. But it isn't bad, I can still hear what you're saying. Okay, I am going to turn the game volume down some then, if that's the case. I don't want my voice getting drowned out. Pay no mind to the spooky dragon. He's cool, he's chill. Okay, let's see how that works. If that's too low, I'll turn it back up. I did turn it down a decent amount, though. I can always adjust the game volume in game too, maybe? Let me see if I even have that option. Options. Yeah, that's why I probably should have just done that. Oh well. Okay, so this is kind of our reward for beating Vanguard. This is the only time you ever get to come here, to this specific zone. It's actually, it's weirdly placed here because you never, like, this is from the second Archstone, which we don't go to. Like, it doesn't really make sense why this is connected to the place we just were. Maybe someone big in Demon Souls lore can explain it better than I can, but it's kind of odd what this is. So, but we get a lot of freebies here that we would not have access to if we didn't beat Vanguard. But it's giving us a little hint here. It's saying, oh, look at all these dead guys. A lot of dead guys here. Hope I don't become a dead guy. It's just a bunch of soul items, and I think in the remake, they added a little section past this wall right here, and that's where you got the fluted helmet. So, also, Michelle, if you could please let me know how it's sounding now, if it needs to be any lower. Well, this, I think I can take him, guys. I'm a strong warrior, Temple Knight. So let's go fight him. Let's go fight this large dragon. What could possibly go wrong? Oh no. Oh no. Well, we tried. So that is a scripted death. And whether you die to Vanguard or die to this thing, you have to get to this the next part of the game. Loading times. At least we get to see these really cool, I guess it's not character art, they're like the models. Oh no, you are definitely louder than the game now, but the game needs to go back maybe 1 or 2. Okay. I'll crank it a little bit back up. So the world might be mended.
Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. So the world might be mended.
Maybe I'll stick with the halberd. Halberd's kind of cool. Let me know if that's better.
This is the Nexus. It holds together the northern land of Boletaria. Thou canst not exit the Nexus, but each of the 5 archstones will connect it.
You have died, the Nexus has trapped your soul. You cannot escape the Nexus. However, by capturing demon souls, you can reclaim your physical body. Nexial Binding. I believe that is basically the dark sign in Dark Souls. So, fun. Here is our crestfallen warrior.
Well, you slipped through the fissure too, did you? You came
That's
for
better,
demon
great.
souls? Or to save this land and be remembered as a hero? Hunting for demons? Try one of the archstones.
He is a great ventriloquist.
Go. That is why you came, is it not? To this accursed Boletaria. You came for demon souls? Or to save this land and be remembered as a hero? It's all the same. You're just another prisoner of the Nexus. We're welcome here, as long as we keep slashing up demons.
So this is a recurring character type in Souls games. There's usually a dude in the hub world who's just like, this place sucks, I give up. And I guess I'm trying to know if I don't know as much about Kingsfield. There may be characters like this in Kingsfield, but I want to say this guy right here is our first one, our first crestfallen warrior. Here's our blacksmith.
You new here? You here for my services? The name's Baldwin. Just an ordinary blacksmith. It's simple. Just bring me all the souls you can. In trade, I'll give you weapons, or forge ones you already have. With your souls, I can eke out a living. And with my weapons...
How far in this playthrough? I just beat the tutorial level.
Not a bad deal, huh?
I'm focusing on his arm there. You can see... let me back out here.
Interest, eh?
No interest.
I can tell you're not gonna last long here.
There's scales on the backside of his arm there. There's scales all over his body. And it, it is I believe a side effect of him being from the Stonefang Mines. I believe that's what the place is called. And we can't go to any of the others right now. So the other archstones are sealed. So we are railroaded into going to the first level, which is called 1-1. It is the proper Boletarian Palace. So this is like the second half of the tutorial of the game, I guess you could say. This is our shop.
I'm Stockpile Thomas.
Stockpile Thomas.
When the scourge
Don't mind
came,
my halberd
I
clipping
didn't
through
know
his
what
head.
hit me. When I came to, I found myself here, in the Nexus. My wife and daughter fell victim to the demons. But I would be worthless in battle. At the very least, I hope to lend my assistance to you brave slayers of demons. I would be happy to lighten your load and look after any excess baggage.
Oh, I'm sorry, he's not our shop. He is our bank. My mistake. Let's put our... So, this is one thing that the remake solves. And we'll put up our shield. I don't think we'll be needing it for the time. And our excess armor. So there is a weight system in this game.
Rest assured, your goods are safe and sound with me.
Thank you, Stockpile Thomas.
Best of luck to you.
So... Let's see what
When
else
the
I can say.
scourge came, I abandoned my wife and daughter.
Okay, cool.
I'm
So
flying
I
like
haven't
a
missed so
madman.
much. Yeah, you missed the
When I
scripted
came to,
death. Well, no, I think
was
you
in
were
the
here for that.
Nexus.
I
I haven't dared venture outside these walls since.
No, you have not missed much.
I wish I could do more, but I am ignorant of the world beyond these walls.
And this game came out in 2009.
That candle maiden cared for me during my first days in the Nexus. She says
That guy
very
doesn't
little,
look too cursed.
but has a kind heart. She's just the age my young daughter would have been. The poor, poor girl. Trapped here with her eyes occluded by wax. If only something could be done to help her.
Oh, I wonder if we can help the maiden in black.
Best of luck to you.
All right. We have these are some of the various. So the Nexus is kind of split into two camps. We have our Faith boys over here, and our Int boys over here. I don't know if we have any Int dudes here at the moment. No. So like our wizards and stuff are going to be over here, and our priests and stuff are going to be on this other side. And then we have this one woman here already.
Oh my. How has this happened? Has God abandoned us for failing to show proper respect to King Alant? Oh, Mbasa.
Mbasa.
Oh,
Oh, Mbasa. Mbasa is kind of like a mantra that the faithful in this game say. And there was a period, I want to say it was like the network test of Bloodborne. One of the characters said Mbasa, but it was cut from the full game. And just kind of a neat little tidbit. A Strava of Boletaria. This is just going to show different characters we will encounter throughout the game, whether they be good or bad. And I believe, I'm trying to remember the name of his weapon, his sword and shield. But the kind of the inspiration behind the design appears in Elden Ring. I think it's it's that sword Mikola makes for Godwin. Like the last right sword, I think. This is the, I believe, I can't remember if it's called the Hellkite Drake in this, or if it's just the Red Drake. But, a constant looming threat here at Boletarian Palace. You could see his mouth was full of soldiers. Dead soldiers. Well, presumably dead soldiers. And here we are. The castle gates. You can see things are not looking great here. Here's our archstone, so we can return if we want to. We won't be doing that. And one of the things they do here starting out is these little, I believe they're called dreglings, are hiding behind these, like, barricades here. So, kind of discouraging you from just running past. Though you can run past a lot of enemies. Yeah, I don't know, I might stick with the halberd for this playthrough. I'm already liking its two-handed moveset. One-handed moveset's not great. Whoop. Yeah, you get a decent amount of range on these on the R1s here. What's this R2 like? Spinny, yeah. Yeah, the lock-on isn't great in this game either. It's something that gets better in future games, but is not really great here. And I can't remember if, when I fought the Vanguard, I don't know if I locked onto him at all. And I want to say some of these guys throw firebombs. That might be later on in the level. And like this very early on in the series of From Software games, they teach you to check your corners. So you have this guy shooting crossbow bolts at you, and you're like, oh, I want to get this guy. But if you do, you got to deal with these other guys that are right here. So it just kind of gives you combat problems you have to solve. And some of the best ways to handle difficult encounters like this, well, this isn't particularly difficult, but is to just take it slow. Nice. Always like the extra healing. I remember this really tripped me out the first time I saw it. I was like, hey, what's all this magical stuff? That will kill you if you jump down that pit. I watched, you saw it on the save files when I started the game. Oh, there's another ambush right there. But, I watched him play this game. That's my first exposure to the game. I watched a friend play it. And I'd always see him walk past that pit and be like, dude, why don't you go in there? And, I know now it's because it will kill you. That's interesting. It wouldn't let me roll through that. And so it helps, yeah, just kind of take your time, scope things out, see what's up ahead. So we have 2 swordsmen up here. And if you just kind of play safe, don't take too many risks, don't spam your attack button, you'll do a little bit better. I'm not going to say I'm amazing at this game or anything, but there's a guy up here, and this is where they start throwing firebombs. And I believe... Where is it? Okay, maybe it's later on. There's a, there's like an iron ball trap. Oh, I saw some movement. Is there not a dude down here? Guess not. Mail breaker. That is a dagger. Not a particular... I don't remember. You might be able to parry with it? Let me check. Yeah, okay. I think it has decent parry frames. That's probably the best thing you could use for it at this moment. But, we'll keep our talisman on. Talisman of God. If you listen, you can hear some kind of creepy breathing. Yeah. Might be this Dragman here. Or it might have been this guy. Are you creepy breathing? Very atmospheric, this game. And that's... I think a lot of people like this game because of the vibe. Which I do too. Don't get me wrong. You gotta be careful of the fire guys. They are lethal. There's a dude up above me. I saw him. And we can't get that item yet. We will in a second, though. And again, check your corners. Oh, there's a bad guy. You'll be less likely to get surprised if you just kind of take it easy. And don't do what is called in I guess you could have used the terminology in this game, but don't panic roll. That will also get you killed. That's just when you're mashing dodge to get away. And here is a little trap. A little iron ball. And it just crashed down that way, so let's go see. Actually, no, we can just hop down here. And here's that item we couldn't get before, Bastard Sword. I believe that is a two-handed weapon. So we can change item list. Large straight sword is versatile as a straight sword, but its heaviness essentially requires it to be used with both hands. Its crushing rapid blows deplete opponent's stamina, easily breaking their guards. And what is important here is if you look where it says stat bonuses, that is a weapon's scaling. That's how much damage you will get if you have a higher number in that stat. And I believe those are the first one strength, the second one with the looks like the 2 6s. I believe that's dex, and then faith and int, I think. I believe the remake kind of solves this and just kind of tells you what those individual icons mean. But yeah, we'll keep with the. So I would need 18 strength. How much do I have? 14. I could probably two-hand this. Let's see. You aren't strong enough to use this with one hand. However, you may use it effectively if you wield it in both hands. So yeah, we can use it, and it's all right. The issue I have with it right now is you're gonna bounce off a whole bunch of stuff. My halberd is actually pretty decent in close quarters, one-handed, or I'm sorry, two-handed. So we'll stick with halberd. That the R2 on that bastard sword was pretty decent though. It had a vertical slash. So this is the guy who kicked down that rock. Take him out. Got some crossbow guys. Oh, got something for me? Thank you. Whoop. And now we have a spear guy who has a shield. But with the two-hand, we can pretty easily break their guards, so... And up ahead is a enemy we are probably not going to fight right now. That is a Red Eyes Knight. He is a very strong enemy. You can beat him at this level. It is possible, but we're not going to bother, because it's not really worth it. But yeah, here's our Boletarian, I believe this would be called the Ramparts? Yeah? Of the castle? So that was a Red Eyes Knight. This is a Blue Eyes Knight. Also strong, but not quite as threatening as that Red Eyes. Let's see if we can parry him. Whoop. Try again. Nope. So one thing you can kind of do here is you can kind of cheese their pathing. What you got, dude? I'm too late with it. That stab is very deadly. It can easily catch you when he's pursuing. I'm being too late with my parry. Parry timing with TKSA. We can also backstab, which I guess I should just be doing that. Alright, come on. Brrg. Yeah, the timing's a little tricky to get a hang of here. I was able to do it in the tutorial. Okay. Well, we'll stop wasting our grass here, because we will need it. But yeah, this is an easy way to kind of cheese enemies, is just to circle backstab them. Throwing knife. I'll use one more of my crescents here. Top off. Go back to two-hand. Any enemies in here? Up ahead, there are some bad guys. I believe some firebomb thrown. Yep. So here's these are explosive barrels. So, yep. You don't want to be standing next to those when dudes using fire are nearby. That is a very kind of rudimentary tutorial being like, hey, don't hit these. Oh. He's got very strong ankles. That Dregling. And he's doing his thing, man. Look at him go. Now we'll let him be. So, you come out here and you're like, huh, this chain. There's one on each side. Oh, look at that. You can cut them. How neat. You gotta be careful here, because fall damage is a thing in this game. We got a bunch of fire guys over here. Ooh, watch out. Yeah, that spammy swing that they do, very deadly. I'm fortunate when I'm able to hit them with the counter hit when they jump at me. Oh, they just blew themselves up. So is the way of a fire-wielding Dregling. So if we come over here, pull this here lever, we will get, well, the first of many From Software moments, the shortcut moment. Cling Ring. I'll put that on in a second. But look, we're back where we started. Back at the there's the main gate where we came in. All these draglings we killed, they are still dead. They will not respawn until I die or exit the zone and come back. Oh, so this is what we can see this. Maybe back up some. Maybe back up a lot. That platform up there is where I cut down those chains. So they were both carrying items. What do they have on them? Old ragged robes, gloves, boots, and Old Spice. Not the deodorant. And a jade hair ornament. I wonder what the jade hair ornament is. He says, already knowing what it is. It would be a key item? No. What is it under? Oh, there it is. Simple jade hair ornament. A simple jade hair ornament. Could it belong to a poor little girl? Uh-oh. We know of a poor little girl. Stockpile Thomas's daughter. I sure hope it's not hers. Oh, and also the old ragged clothing is female only. Only female characters can wear it. Robes made of layers of ragged fabric is covered with tears, unsightly open seams, and numerous unsightly insects wriggling within it. No sane person would dare wear something like this. So, we have a hair ornament for a girl, and clothing only wearable by a woman. It's not looking good for old Stockpile Thomas there. So, since we loop back to the beginning, that's clearly not the direction we need to go. So let's try another route. Where I fought this Blue Eyes Knight, there was this fog wall. Let's try going through there. Curious. And before I go on to this next part here, we did also pick up that thing called the Cling Ring. This is one of the most important rings in the game, and they give it to you very early on. It says, lose less HP when in soul form. Mysterious ring forged in the shape of an eye. Character loses less HP after becoming a soul. Which we are right now. We are in soul form. So if we put this on, we get a decent chunk back of our max HP. When you're in soul form, you actually have half HP. With this ring on, you have 75% HP. So our path forward appears to be this guy right here. Those are explosive explosive barrels. Maybe we should get away from him. What a jerk. So if I'd rushed in there, he would have blown me up. Let's top off on the HP some. Stop with the firebomb, sir. It's just rude. And we could keep going that way, but we're gonna go another way first. So, oh, look at that. There's a guy right there. He's glowing like the frickin' sun. So they don't tell you about this. There should be a little message that says, hey, if you walk up to certain rocks, certain walls, you can climb over them. You can vault them. I believe the Demon Souls remake tells you that. This is also, the Thief Ring is another amazing, amazing ring they give you at the very start of the game. And this is the guy we saw on the loading screen.
That was a bold jump.
A Strava.
A surprise indeed. Well, now that you are here, pray thee, fend off these dreglings.
Pray thee. Pray thee? Thou hast pray thee?
Well.
Okay, well, this is what I say to pray thee. You pray thee. Get down there. You fight him. So this is a strategy you can use to have a Strava take on the aggro from these monsters. Or not monsters, the Dreglings. Because they can gang up on you and stun lock you. So, thanks, Strava. Pray thee. And I just backstabbed him. I unequipped my weapon and backstabbed him and knocked him off the ledge, so I didn't do much damage.
My thanks for your brave rescue.
Oh, you're
I am
welcome.
Ostrava of Boletaria. Accept this as a token of my gratitude.
Thanks, bro. Brass telescope, just what I always wanted. And so he'll keep walking on here. We are going to kind of protect him a little bit, because he will run into more enemies. Uh-oh. Oh, hello. That looks like a Blue Eyes Knight. Yeah, look at the moves Ostrava has. Get him. One thing to note about the combat in this game is enemies, for the most part, don't really have poise. Scimitar. It's a dex weapon. One-handed sword, usually. You can two-hand it, but... we gotta find where Ostrava went. Half-moon grass, thank you. Ostrava, where did you go, sir? Oh, this crossbow guy. He's gotta go.
What on earth are you doing?
Ah, sorry, Ostrava. I didn't mean to, brother. Okay, so there's a bunch of dudes down here. I don't know. Let me see if this works. This is how it works in later games. Unequip this. Put on the telescope. Because I don't know. Does he wander down there on his own? Wait.
Now, I must go. There is something for me to take care of.
Wait a second, Ostrava. Please. There we go. Ostrava, be careful. It's explosive down there. Ah, missed that follow-up. This is a very easy place to get yourself just massacred. If you go in there, just guns blazing. Those are some upgrade stones. Sorry I mashed through it there. Another mail breaker. Could dual wield him. Dual wielding in this game is pretty silly. There's no real reason to do it. So you can't climb up that ledge. And I believe Ostrava will just kind of patrol this little area for the time being. Just kind of walking back and forth. We should be able to find him again here somewhere. There he is. Any other enemies? I'll just let Ostrava take this guy out. I don't want to hit him on accident. Get him, Ostrava. You can do it. Oh, you took that axe slam like a champ, brother. There you go. Good stuff, dude. And yeah, he's just gonna walk all the way back, so he's good.
No matter how far I venture, only the soul-starved remain. Is there a single sane person left in Boletaria?
I'm sane. Don't pay no mind to the fact that I backstabbed you into a pit of freaks, but I'm sane. Check our corners. Good. Ooh, my. There's a bunch of draglings up here. Ooh, gotta be careful. That jump attack, yeah, and then they go into the spam. Yeah, when I land that counter with the R1 there, it helps a lot. I one-tap the draglings that way. We have some archers up there. Annoying. So how's the sound, Michelle? It's still sounding good? Game audio and my voice? Not one drowning out the other. There's another dragling. Get over here. And that, I'll come back there in a second here. Let me, here's that breathing again. Creepy breathing. There's one of our archers. Amazing whiff there. De bomba. Yeah, it's still good. Alright, cool. Just making sure. Oh, blue eyes. And an archer. Zounds, what will I do? Ooh, yeah. He hurts. But we can just kind of R1 spam him. And he'll try to heal. Just gotta stop him. You kind of juke the shots here. Whee! Alright. So, this fog wall will take us further into the level. What do you got? More healing? Thank you. So, we'll come back there in a second. Do-do-do. And you come over here, and it's like, oh, looks just like a empty passageway. That's back where we came in from, down there. Do-do-do. What could possibly go wrong? Ambush. Whoop. Yeah, the R1, the 2 hits, this is really good. Uh-oh. That looks bad. And you look over here, and you can see, can I creep along this? Oh, I can. Hello, sir. Halberdman. You too have a halberd. Now, is there any other soldiers in here? So the best way to deal with your explosive barrels is just to get rid of them. Once you roll into them, they are inert for all intents and purposes. Oh, I hear someone walking around. That must be a Strava. And I believe, yeah, this is where that first set of explosive barrels were. So it loops back here. So another thing, I picked this up earlier. I mentioned how great it is. We have our thief ring. Be harder to detect, for enemies to detect, and it just makes your aggro range smaller. It's really good. Stuff that normally would, you know, aggro you while you're running around won't. The only issue is, if you put it on now, you don't know how good it is until you take it off.
Good day to you. Care to look over my wares?
Oh, and I already knew
Mostly
this is a
stolen,
friendly
but who's
guy.
telling ye? Be a brave knight or depraved slave, the demons will snatch your soul, then you'll go mad. And those who dare cling to their humanity are hunted down. It is the end of great Boletaria as we know it. But hell, at least the demons don't send us to our deaths in battle.
So he gives us a little insight. So this is these dreglings, these guys are like cannon fodder for the Kingdom of Boletaria. How he's saying, oh yeah, they just send us to go die. This is the plate armor. This is the starting set of the soldier, I believe. 5.8, 5.8, 9.6, 3.8. Let me see how that compares.
I'm not go.
I don't know if I'm going to be buying any of it. Yeah, those are lighter. It's about the same. Nah, I don't think. Let me see. I might buy some like fire bombs from them or something. Because those will be useful coming up here. The weapons, I mean, like maybe the longsword, just like basic stuff. The shields, no. Don't need any healing. We'll just buy. Well, how many fire bombs do I have right now? I have quite a few.
Take your time. I'm
9,
not going anywhere.
Yeah. I think we're good. If we're good, well, if I'm good, we can make it through this part of the game to actually use these souls, and actually souls for once. I'm so used to being like, no, they're runes, no, they're blood echoes, no, they're actually souls in this game. We can use these souls to level up. But we have to beat the first boss to do that. So, that is the plan, that is the hope. Another fog wall here. Normally in like later games, a fog wall almost exclusively means, oh, boss. But in these early games, they just kind of section off levels with them. It's kind of interesting. Let's top off with one of these. Just in case here, because this is a... very janky things can happen here. We can see, ooh, big mountain in the distance there. But, Oh, dragon in the distance. Some ravens. See some balls. But I'll go and ruin the surprise. If you just go walking, these things will break out and probably kill you. But instead, they're going to kill all those dreglings down there. Goodbye. Yeah, there's one of the dragons from earlier. Well, maybe not one we saw earlier, but there is a dragon over there, just swooshing his tail about. Soldier's Lotus. I believe that is poison healing. Yep, all the way down here. And... oh, hello. Hello, sir. Broke his guard. He managed to block that second hit. Another Soldier's Lotus. Yeah, I believe those cure poison. So, what we can do, and I'm not going to do this now, but there's a dragon right there. There's two dragons. There's the blue one and a red one right there. And there's their little roost. And there's a bunch of items over there. There is one specific item that's over there that's quite good. But we don't really need it right now, and I don't want to risk getting killed. Also, you can see my talisman just kind of floating off my person there. I saw, it's like, is that a knife? Nope, that's my talisman. Funny. So we're not gonna, we'll come back here later, basically. You'll notice I have, like, no footsteps when I'm in soul form. And I believe even having the thief ring will also make it so you have no footsteps. Your wings beating. Uh-oh. What's that over there? Oh, God. Oh, God. Run! Okay. I was a little too antsy. So that's the dragon from over at the roost there. But if you come up here, what's supposed to happen... Come back, please. Ah. Come back, please. You have to kind of bait him a little bit more. Wow, you get a lot of time. I forgot how much time there you kind of generously get here. There's a dragon. Roar. Oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot. Run, 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 run. And he will keep doing that. You have to kind of reset him how I did there at the start. And get him to fly back. Yes, please stop. You're very scary. Okay, now he's leaving. Yep, okay, now we can run. So while he's flying back to his roost, we can cross. You just gotta be very careful not to get too greedy picking up items or fighting enemies. Ah. So we're just gonna run right by. Because these guys, they were not in the line of the fire that he did. He's still flying around overhead. Yep. Is he gonna do a fire? Nope, he left. He left. I guess we can still take these guys out. Whoop. Whoop. Gotcha. Alright. Can't go through here. Hello, sir. And he is not a threat on this side of the bridge, which is kind of silly, but don't think about it too much. Another soul item. We're going to save all those for when we can actually level up. And then this is what we came for. Those dragons look cool. Yeah, they're pretty cool. Unfortunately, you don't really get a good fight with them in this game. The way you take them out is really cheesy. We may do that. So there is a giant spear that was lobbed from that behind that gate. I hope that is not a big scary spear. Oh yeah, ambushes. They're a thing. Hello, sir. One tap yourself, thank you. I don't know. That is weird. I want to say that's the thing in the remake. They make it so you can basically roll through everything, but I don't remember everything being so invulnerable to rolling in this game. Turpentine. This is a item that you can put on your weapon to give it fire damage, which is kind of a hint as to what is to come. Oh, hello. Another guy. Ooh, fire bad. Let me come back here and heal for a second. Hello again. I got the push again. The push is I wish that you could like, and it's hold on, let's see if I can actually do it. This. It's supposed to be for guard breaking. It's replaced with the kick in Dark Souls 1. And it's just not particularly useful. A lot of times you'll get it on accident when you're pressing a direction. Yep, see, just like that. When you don't want to. Oh, hello. What are you? Ah! This is a new enemy. Let's see if I can scoot by him. Ow. He's a goo ball with a shield. It looks like I should probably just two-hand on him. I can actually still do decent damage. And he is deceased. He did not drop on it. He did not drop anything. They can drop items, which can be helpful. And here's another little platform mirroring the one on the other side of the keep there. Another goo monster. Ow. Roll right into it. Don't do what I do. So if we can get behind him, we can two-tap him. That's pretty good. Sharpstone. Those are upgrade materials. Ow. And he'll be temporarily unarmed while he's regrowing his spear there. Yep, there we go. I believe in the remake, you can actually get their shields. They have a chance to drop off the monsters there. And I believe the individuals are called the Phalanx. Mephiston 215. Hey, what's going on, dude? Thanks for showing up. We're playing Demon Souls. The original one. Not the remake. Welcome, welcome. So here's that spear that got chucked out of that keep. Or that, well, I guess that's a keep. Whatever, past that big gate. It is a large spear, and you can kind of like jankily go up it, I think. Let's see, like sprint? Ah, whatever. It's just silly. Anyway. Yeah, so it looks like we might have something to fight on our hands up here. Let's go and use a little bit of healing I do have. And I'm going to unequip this, and just have, so I can quickly cycle through my items. I'm debating if I'll go and put it on. And this is Babby's first actual boss. Ow. So you gotta be careful here, and you'll notice I'm trying not to lock on. And because we're using the turpentine, we're doing a lot of damage to these things. They're weak to fire. Ow. I'll just top off here. And they will still throw spears at you. But we're doing a decent amount of damage even through their shields with the fire weapon. Ow. But thankfully we do have these pillars to hide behind to heal up. Ah. Oof, oof, oof. Yeah, see, if I get hit once, I get hit multiple times. So you have to be careful of getting stun locked. And my fire weapon wore out. But we can use these. Fire bombs that we've been picking up throughout the level. Which are also quite effective. And if you're lucky, or just particularly inclined to do so, you can take out every single one of the little guys attached to this main body. There we go. Some more sharp stones. See if we can do a firebomb here. There we go. Yeah, the manual aiming is kind of wonky for the firebombs, or just throwing weapons, throwing items in general. But, trying to see if I can kind of show this off. Okay, yeah, they will detach after a little while. And if you take out all of them, it is pretty much harmless. In fact, it's not pretty much harmless, it is harmless. So, original is better IMO anyway. I would probably agree. This game is a classic, yep. So let's go and put this thing out of its misery. Only thing that stopped me from playing this game more often is stone farming. Yeah. I do appreciate the remake, and I'm not gonna hate on it like some people do, but it isn't a one-to-one remake. It does not replace this one, the original. But yeah, there's our first boss. You'll also notice we have footsteps now, so we have regained our body, and our HP is full. So the cling ring is basically worthless now. So, let's head back to the Nexus. There's our boss, Demon Soul. You can make weapons from the souls of bosses and make boss weapons. Saint Urbane. Saint Keith Urbane. Greystone specifically in my case, unfortunately not much better in the remake. Did they not make that better? In Greystone it was for... What upgrade path was that for Greystone? Because I know Sharpstone is for dex weapons.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Oh my god.
The monumental awaits the above.
And this, if you're not paying attention, this can be very tricky because this camera little work right here is telling you where to go. And the Nexus is massive. Crushing. Okay, so blunt weapons.
The monumental will explain the Nexus to thee.
Yeah, so if you aren't paying attention during that little cutscene there, you won't know where the hell to go. And like I said, the Nexus is massive, and there's a lot of just empty space, and you can get lost. So let's do a few things here. Let's talk to Thomas. What's going on, buddy?
That hairpin, that belongs to my daughter.
Oh no.
Then she didn't make it after all. My dearest little baby. May she rest in peace. May I ask you a favor? Would you mind giving up that hairpin? I'd like to have it in memory of my daughter.
Yeah, you can have it, buddy.
You're a saint. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, I mustn't forget. It's not much, but please accept this as thanks.
I always forget what he
I'm
gives
a bit
you.
ashamed to say, but I found it one day, discarded on the main road. But it seems to possess a strange power. Anyway, I feel that you should have it.
Or
It
heavy
will
in
be
later
happier
games. Okay.
in your hands.
The Greystone. Ring of... Oh, yeah. This is important. Okay.
Hello again.
Hello
I'm
again.
keeping a close watch on your...
So, the thing you want to do, and this is remedied in future games, but as soon as you come back, give him all of your upgrade stones and anything that you're really not going to use, because, like I said, there is a weight system. Oh, I got a wing spear. Nice. This is like my favorite weapon in a lot of Souls games, is the spears. Because, yeah, items, even if you're not wearing them, you can get over encumbered, and you won't be able to carry... You won't even be able to pick up items. It's really silly, but, it's like, we don't even really need the telescope. Thankfully, soul items don't have a weight. Grass does, but you have to have a bunch of it for it to really affect your total item burden, which you can see bottom right item burden there. So if we got to 92, we cannot pick up any more items, so definitely want to avoid that. Let me put up Bastard Sword.
You have a heart of gold. Don't let them take it from you.
Love that line. I love that line. That's the thing about the remake, man. It's like a lot of the voice acting in this is... that is one thing I will say. It is way better in this game. The voice acting.
The monumental awaits the above. The monumental will explain the nexus to thee.
Okay. Alright, let's go meet the monumental. I'm sure he's a really, you know, huge guy. If he's considered the monumental, he's probably like a giant hero. Slayer of demons. And such. Maybe he's the first Elden Lord. Godfrey. Up and up. And see, if you didn't know any better, you could come over here and be like, wow, look at all these little dead kids. Up. Is there anything here? There's a bunch of stairways and all this stuff. Can't find anything. And I know people have gotten stuck here if you didn't know what to do. And you just be walking around looking. Here's an item. Stone of Ephemeral Eyes. These will turn you from soul form into body form. There is a use for them, but for the most part, we want to stay in soul form, oddly enough. An ice stone which is deteriorated more than halfway resurrects the user's body. Can only use in soul form and... Okay, so yeah, it's saying basically once you use it, it goes away. What I find funny about the weapons like the Claymore is they're pretty much the go-to strength greatsword in this game, but in games like Elden Ring, you'll get more bang out of dexterity. Yeah, I want to say the whole notion of what is considered a quality weapon or quality build is more or less... The term comes from this game. So if you're looking around, you see all these dead guys, you're like, wow, where do I go? You see the one lit candle and this one character whose head is tracking you as you move around. And this is...
We have long awaited you,
our monumental.
Slayer of demons. I am one of the monumentals.
One of them.
We preserve the fabric.
It looks like all the other ones aren't doing so well.
There is something thou needest to know. Once, we too, a scourge of demons faced.
So they've dealt with this before.
In the distant past, under a benevolent rule, the world was united, owing to the soul arts. Until a lust for power caused the awakening of the Old One.
And that big, looks like almost like a stone, that's the old one.
And the world faced extinction at the hands of the demons. Thanks be, we were able to lull the Old One back to his slumber.
And the Old One is essentially kind of the antagonist,
of innumerable souls,
somewhat.
and
It's just
half
kind of
the
a force of
world
nature, sort of.
lost, erased by the fog. In order to mend the fabric of what land still remained, we entrusted 6 elders
God, I love the
with
music.
6 precious archstones. One to the king of a small yet diligent land.
That was where we just were.
One to the king of the burrowers underground.
That's World 2.
One to the wise queen of the great ivory tower.
World 3.
One to the chieftain of lost and ill-fortuned souls.
World 4.
One to the shaman of the tempest-worshipping shadowmen.
Our World 5.
And the last to the great giants of the northern lands.
And unfortunately, the last is cut content. It was never made for the game.
Across the earth.
Sadly. I know that's one thing.
We contained the Old One inside this
Excuse me.
and banned the soul arts. Finally, we became monumentals, half-living sentinels of the fabric of reality.
They do this really kind of silly film grain
Alas,
on the cutscenes.
the other
That's always kind of
monumentals
bothered me. It's like
And only I remain.
it like implies that there was film at some point in the history of Boletaria, which doesn't really make any sense. But whatever. It's just to give the impression of, oh, this is old. By the power of the Monumentals, 4 sealed archstones have been released.
Now it is your turn. You must lull the Old One back to its slumber and seal it away for all eternity. If not, the deep fog will absorb all that we know. Have you the strength to accept this mission?
Yeah, man. I can do it.
We are fortunate indeed to have you. Now, go forth and destroy every last demon. The Old One, without demons to feed its souls, will a new servant seek and lure you to its bosom.
Oh, I get to meet the Old One? Cool. Sounds like a cool guy.
We neutralized the Old One and banned the soul arts. Then we spread the archstones, and in order to mend reality, monumentals we became. However, man's memory of history is o'ershort, and before long he repeated his mistakes. The monumentals perished, and the archstones were long forgotten. And the short-sighted King Alant once again aroused the Old One.
Okay.
The monumentals perished, and the short-sighted...
Okay, so he's just basically repeating what he already said. So, yeah, about the 6th Archstone. I believe... I don't know if the idea of DLC was ever really considered for this game. From what I know about it, it was like a snow level that was cut at some point in development. And it was one thing that I know myself and maybe other fans were kind of hoping that would have been maybe added to the remake, but sadly it wasn't. You know, even if they took some liberties, because there is some assets were discovered from data mining this original game to find out kind of what the levels were gonna be like. And so, you know, Bluepoint, the people who remade this game on the PS5, could have used some of those assets to kind of get inspiration to make the 6th world, the 6th Archstone, but unfortunately they never did. And that might be a Sony decision. And we have Mephiston 215 says, kind of disappointing that Bluepoint didn't take the opportunity to use the missing world as new content, since I don't think they're under the same time constraints as the original. Exactly. And considering how well the remake sold, you would have hoped Bluepoint or Sony or whoever was the person in charge of that decision would have kind of greenlit that, but here we are. So we have some more people here. Again, this is the faith side of the Nexus, so let's see what they got to say.
Back in the time that I lived below Boletaria Castle, King Alant left on some strange business, then returned with horrible demons in tow. Soon, the land was ravaged by demons and soul-starved madmen. My spine shudders just to think about it. If I did not have my miracle stone shard, a keepsake of my grandfather, I may not have survived.
Okay.
If I did not...
Alright. So she's just saying, yeah, the king of the kingdom that the palace we were just at, excuse me, King Alant, he has, kind of gone off the deep end, and he's like, hey, let's get a whole bunch of demons to just kind of wreck up the kingdom.
Oh, you must be another disciple of God.
Yeah, dude, God's awesome.
I too am on a quest to fight the demons in the name of the Lord. May I share God's power with you? Do not be bashful.
So he will teach me some miracles. And hides the caster. So this is sneaking, basically. Oh wait, no, what is this? Hides the caster's soul, making them harder to be detected by black phantoms. Black phantoms are the invading characters, be they players or NPCs. The black phantoms that prowl the land of Boletaria are extremely dangerous and are the enemies of God and man alike. Evacuate. This will send me, basically, it'll warp me back to the last Archstone I touched. Not Archstone. The bonfires, basically. And this cures poison. I might buy antidote. I will probably use it at some point, but not right now.
I see. I pray we meet.
So he's our miracle seller.
Oh.
What do you have to say?
A miracle is a heavenly act, but spells are the acts of demons, the work of soul arts.
Ah.
They have similar effects, and yet one is clearly evil, and the other is clearly good.
Oh, is that so?
Magicians, in the end, are mere servants of the demons.
Ain't that right, brother? So...
a miracle is
okay.
a magician.
So this is what the church... He's a disciple of God.
I see.
He's saying, yeah, miracles, they're what God's all about, man. God's awesome. And he's like, but spells? The soul arts? Nah, that stuff's evil. That's from the demons.
I have sinned.
Have you?
I swore allegiance to Saint Urbain, but was of no use to him. And now I have run away and abandoned his honorableness.
Honorableness. What else you got, brother?
Oh Lord, punish me, for I have not the strength to punish myself.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, honorable one, I hesitate to imagine you're deep within the darkness, where no light. Will you continue to pray, even in such...
So he has abandoned Saint Urbain. We've seen Saint Urbain on the loading screens. He must be a really cool guy if he's you know, got a follower. Anybody over here? Oh, look at this guy. How are you, sir?
What do you want, brute? I have no use for miscreants like yourself. Away with you.
Okay. How rude.
What do you want, brute? I have...
Okay, so his deal, I don't think he will talk to you unless you have over a certain... Oh, it's magic. Oh, no, intelligence. You may need over, like, 9 or 10 for him to talk to you. Otherwise, he's just going to write you off here.
I haven't...
Yeah, so... Frig your books, also. You can pick those up yourself. Let's see. Anything else? Crestfallen, what do you got?
The last surviving one. Those fools revived the old one on a whim. And now they've trapped us here in the Nexus in a desperate attempt to undo their mistake. It's all a travesty if you ask me. Still alive? This is something that might The Black-Robed Maiden of the Nexus looks after the flames. She's a morose type, with eyes occluded by wax. She can control souls like no other. Bring her the souls of men and demons, and she will embolden your flesh and blood with their power. But beware. Do not devolve into a foul beast.
Okay.
What's happened? No matter. Have a seat. We can sit here forever. At least we will be safe.
Yeah. Nexus. It's a pretty cool place. I don't know if I want to sit here forever. Maiden in Black, what do you have for me?
Brave soul, who fears not death. Prithee, lull the old one back to its ancient slumber.
Okay, so that is our summoning stone and our assisting stone. Unfortunately, I do believe there are ways you can get around the fact that there are no more servers to play on the original game. I think there's some crazy Demon Souls people have probably rigged up a way for you to play online, despite the fact the official servers are offline. But these are worthless to us, because I'm not going online. Ice Stones temporarily connect to the fused world. Should you lose your physical form, remember the Ice Stone. Maiden controls inhumane souls. This power allows her to aid those who slay demons.
What is it?
What is it?
Dost thou seek soul power?
Sure. Yeah, why not?
So be it. After all, thou requirest strength.
I do require it.
Go forth, touch the demon inside me.
Oh, girl, let me buy you dinner first.
Let these ownerless souls become thine own.
Let's just go ahead and level up. So yeah, this is basically how you level up. So we have our vitality stat, that's our HP, and item burden. Endurance is our equip burden. So item burden is how many items we can carry. Equip burden is how many items we can have on our body equipped. So arguably between the two, equip burden is more valuable, so we can, wear more armor. But both are integral. At least if you, vitality if you just want to carry stuff in general. Endurance if you want to wear more armor. Strength is for strength weapons, dex for dex weapons. Magic, I forget if they changed how this stat works in later games. So we have intelligence. Okay, intelligence is how much MP you have and how many spells you have access to, whereas magic is it increases the power of your magic. And then faith it's kind of combined, except we don't get more, you would need more intelligence to get more MP though. So for now, let's bump vitality to, let's say 13. Maybe higher. I like dex at 12. I don't think I'm going to raise that much more. Let's do strength to 15. I'm thinking about getting dex to 15, or faith to 15. Okay. And let's do endurance. And then one more in vitality. Alright, and that's all of our souls used. And I think that's pretty good. I think 15 faith, so we have access. 16 will get another spell slot. Or miracle slot, I should say. And luck. Luck is nice for farming. Hopefully we won't have to do much of that.
Done?
We aren't done.
May thine strength help the world be mended.
Yeah, I'd like to do that. Let's see what Baldwin has
It's
here.
simple. In trade, with your souls, I can eat.
And I'm gonna kind of skip over his. So he can upgrade our halberd. We might do that. Does he have? I'm trying to see what type. I want a club, but I don't know if I can get one right now. Battle axe, I don't know if that's considered. I think it's still slashing damage, right? No. I believe the one on the far right is slashing damage. I think this is just considered physical damage. Unfortunately, I don't know if there's a way you can check here.
No interest, eh?
We will repair our stuff, though, if we can. Excuse me, sir.
It's in trade with your soul.
Yeah, go ahead. Kind of unfortunate we have to do this. It pretty much tells you which stat will be increased, which is pretty neat. Yeah.
Do come back.
Yeah, because I am going to go to the second world, which is this one right here, and I'm going to do the first level here. And the enemies in the first level of the second world are very weak to blunt damage. Or is it piercing? Or both. They might be weak to both, but they are not weak to slashing. I am liking this halberd, though.
In trade with your...
So I think I am going to upgrade it. We need more souls. So let's use our soul items that we got. And unfortunately, Dark Souls 1 has this same problem where you have to use them one at a time. So we might as well just put them on a bar. If it'll let us. Alright, cool. Yeah, you can't use more than one at a time. You have to use them individually. On the remake and the remaster of Dark Souls 1, this has been changed. You can use more than one at a time. And that's probably good enough. And... so yeah, if I had a melt stone, I could revert it back to level 0. And I need one more hard stone to make it level 2. So we'll just keep it at level 1 for now. And yeah, once again, not selling anything of use for me at the moment, so...
do come back alive.
I need your business. Let's see if we can wear another piece of armor. I doubt it. And this is all of our equipment broken down in, we'll get the gloves and the chest armor out.
You have a...
Alright, let's see if we can put on the chest. I doubt we can do this. Nope, that's fat rolling. Don't want that. Let's try taking off the helmet. Can I do chest and legs? Nope. No, I don't want to touch the demon side, you lady. I'm trying to test my rolling. Okay, can't do chest and pants, so let's try helmet and gloves. Nope. Okay. Unfortunate, but we're sticking with helmet and pants. There we go. It's going to take us a little longer to get
I'm keeping
more equip load to where we can wear more armor. Or we just get lighter armor. I don't remember where... I know there's some armor you can get pretty early in World 3. Which I guess we could try doing that, but we'll be alright. Oh, yeah, this is another important thing to do. So, there's a mechanic in Demon Souls called the world tendency. And basically what it is depending on what you do in each level, in each world. So, if you beat a boss, things can change. Like, special events can happen. And one of the ways that you can change your world tendency is by dying in body form. And because of that, we don't want to die in a world and change its tendency to dark, because if you change it to dark, if you die in body form, you'll ease your worlds into becoming dark, which we don't want to do, because there's a possibility I'll get killed, because these games are kind of tricky sometimes. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna kill ourselves here in the Nexus, so it doesn't affect. It'll send us to body form, and it won't affect our world tendency if we die. So, alley-oop. Whee! Splat. So, forgive the long explanation. Basically, we don't want to be clearing worlds in body form. because if the off chance that I die, it's going to affect the world tendency, which I want to have control over. So, hopefully that makes sense. Real quick, let's go over everything we have. Anything we need to put up. Okay, yeah, we probably just want to keep this on us in general in case we run out of inventory space. The Herculean Strength Ring. So basically what will happen is as you play through these worlds... Also, Scurver the Wanderer looks like such a badass here. I freaking love this art of him. It's interesting when you actually meet him, how his actual character resembles him here. I always thought this art of Scurver looked so cool. But yeah, back to the world tendency. So basically, if we clear through the entirety of a world, it'll go from neutral world tendency to pure white. With a couple asterisks there. So the whole plan is to, as soon as we defeat a boss, we go back to the Nexus, kill ourselves in the Nexus, then come back and kill the next boss. So hopefully that makes sense. And we're going to run over here real quick. This is a crystal lizard. These are, in Dark Souls, they're a lot more forgiving getting these things. In this game, they like to run. They're also pretty cute. Look at them. They like to run off cliffs and kill themselves, and that keeps you from getting their items. And they actually have a set number of spawns. So if you let them kill themselves every time, you'll never get their items. Look at him peddling. Look at him go. Again, I think they might have fixed that, quote-unquote fixed that, in the remake. But I don't remember exactly.
There. Souls. Souls. I trade fine goods for souls.
They're spooky. So this is Filthy Man. As you can see by his title at the top, Filthy Man. What do you got, Filthy Man? Oh, the pickaxe. Ooh. That was another weapon I was thinking about using. And he actually sells. Hardstone are the upgrade stones we need. Oh, do I do it? I think I do
You
it.
want to play? Well, you've got to pay. Don't
Oh.
you agree?
You play gacha too, I see. I'm kidding, I hate gacha games. Let's see if we can get one of the pickaxes. Because I do kind of want one. And coming up is a very nasty area. If you just kind of rush into this next area, again, guns blazing, you will get blown up. Quite literally. So let's get this pickaxe. Can I afford anything else? I will use the extra bit of souls on grass. In case I die. Which is... I haven't died yet. But, we won't rule out that possibility going forward. And this is our pickaxe. I'm gonna go, I yearn for the mines. It has the, I believe the axe moveset, which is pretty decent. That's its one-handed, two-handed, and I want to say this is what we want to use. I think it's piercing damage, either blunt, piercing damage, or both, on some of these enemies up ahead. And, oh, what is that? There's a dude throwing rocks over there. 2 of them. That's not cool. What does the message say? Next enemy is susceptible to spells. Okay. Well, I don't have any spells. A little closer. I want to say the splash damage on these rocks is actually quite silly. Yep, there it is. They have a lingering hitbox after they land. Oh, we gotta take this, take that off. Take these off too. And we can put our regular crescent grass back on. There we go. Alright, we made it. Do kind of want that item there, but let's be smart about this. So, what's going on in here? How's everybody doing? What's out here? Nothing. But we can turn this, and magically the lift activates. And up here, I believe, is a good friend of ours. Yep, there he is. That is the Fat Official. He is a dangerous enemy. He shoots fire, as you can see. And, whoops. It's also, he has a, there's this taunt, basically, we'll call it that. Ooh, yeah, see how much damage that does? So he has a combustion spell and a fireball spell. Go back to two-handed here. Yeah, almost half my HP in one hit. But we can kind of stun lock him with the two-handed attack. And these are the guys that were throwing rocks at us. He wants to throw hands. You look at him. He's a fighter. Okay, 2 hits do not finish him. Maybe R2s? Oh, gotta be careful. Okay, R2s do it. So the Fat Officials... Okay, Crushing Battle Axe. That might be what we end up using. Soldier Soul. Some funky sound design on those boulders. Yeah, no, the sound goes nuts when those things explode. I say we might use the Crushing Battle... Wow, look at the damage increase. I have 87 with the pickaxe and then 113 with the Crushing Battle Axe. The only reason I don't think we use the Crushing Battle Axe is you saw how much... Well, let's test it. You know what? Before I write it off completely. Is I want to say these miner guys, they're called Stonefang miners, are more susceptible to piercing attacks. So it does make game more difficult. Yeah, you're talking about the world tendency. Depends on goals, of course. Yeah. Typically, if you have it in white world tendency, it's easier. And I think you have like better drop rates, other various benefits. But okay, Stone of Ephemeral Eyes. So that's another way to go back into body form. We won't be using it for now. So we're gonna head back up this lift here to where we were just prior, where we opened it or started it. And we'll see how much damage this does to these miners, because we have a whole bunch more of them in here. Yeah, look, that's really bad. We're going to be sticking with the pickaxe. It's silly that you wouldn't think the damage resistance would be that much different, but nope. It's pretty drastic. We kill him in 3 R1s with the pickaxe, and it was like 6 with the battle axe. This guy has a pickaxe. Coming up here is it kind of sucks. I'll be honest. This next area is really annoying. I may actually switch to the halberd here. We don't have to worry about the Stonefang miners, but we do have other things to worry about. Everyone welcome the dogs and the low frame rate. The really bad frame rate. Ah, dogs. Dogs bad in these games. And I'm dead. Oh, the dogs in Souls games. I was trying to pull them back and take them out one at a time. I missed my 1R1, and that sealed the deal. I probably should have just stayed and fought, but here we are. So, yeah, the crystal lizards will also have their respawns will increase for each boss you kill. So, the first boss I kill here, whenever if I do, I can come back here and a new crystal lizard will be here. So, I think if you're quick enough, you can just kind of run through here. Gosh, the stinking lingering hitbox on those rocks, man. It's kind of crazy. Alright. Let's see, can I equip both pickaxe and halberd? Okay, cool. We'll just do that. So there's my bloodstain. Nope, I got a backstab on accident. Oof. Yeah, the frame rate took a dump there when those dogs came out. Probably the only Souls game where damage types are pretty important. They are mildly important in Dark Souls 1 with the like skeletons and stuff like that. You do more. If you use a blunt weapon on skeletons, you tend to do, you know, more damage and stuff. And then you have, like, the divine weapons and whatnot. They also help. Okay. Hello, sir. Ah! Ah. Alright, stand and fight. Nope. Oh, I hate these dogs. If you have a ranged option, they're a little less frustrating. But, yeah, because you get stun locked whenever they hit you, it's rough. Pun intended. But once you make it past them, they're I want to say they're the only dogs in the area. Oh yeah, let's get this item. Ah! Sticky white stuff. So that is a unfortunately named item that it's a magic buff to your it'll give you magic damage to your weapon. And I know not all of these guys are hostile. Some of them will just kind of leave you alone. Ow. But, you don't want to be running back here and then these guys interrupt you while you're trying to take out the dogs. Whoop. Gotta watch the stamina. And he has super armor on that swing. What do you got? Large sharpstone, thank you. Use one of these. Got my souls back. Alright, and we're just gonna ignore the others. Just try to get the dogs. Okay, I pulled one. Okay, I don't even one-shot him. I have to two-hit him. This would be an instance where a shield would be a good choice, actually. Ah, frig. Yeah, if something where you can kind of turtle behind and hit them would be useful, but low armor, and I'm not timing my attacks well either. So here's our blacksmiths, Ed and Baldwin. We saw the other one at the Nexus earlier, so we don't know where the... Well, we saw one in the Nexus earlier. We don't know where the other is. Just spam roll through it. Yeah, some of the most frustrating enemies to deal with in the Souls games are dogs. And that is the case definitely in this and the first Dark Souls. They're a little more manageable in like Elden Ring and stuff. God, yeah, the hyper armor on his swing there. Whoop. But yeah, you can stun lock him if you get you catch him before he starts swinging. But now this is my my very inefficient way of farming souls. Try again here. Yeah, got one of them. And that's probably the way to do it right there, but when there's two of them, that's when it's tricky. Come on. Come on, pupper. I got one of them. There we go. Yeah, that's what I should have been doing. I didn't remember. I remember this part being annoying, but I did not remember the effective way of dealing with it. There we go. Okay, well, we know now. So, I believe, yeah, the guys with the bags, they actually drop upgrade stones. Well, yeah. Cheeky backstab there. Square up. Yeah, I guess you could say, well, depending on how hard of a time someone might have had with the first area, yeah, there's their upgrade stones. It definitely jumps in difficulty here. Is there more dogs? I think it's just him in there. Actually, was there a guy in the hallway? Yeah, there's a guy in the hallway. But I don't know if he aggroes us until... Ah! Wind up. Oof. Big fire damage there. There we go. I forget where you get... I think you get the hat, because that was one of the things they added in the remake, is you can get the full... official's armor set. And I think each one, there's like a set one each time that drops it, or a piece of it. But in this game, in the original, it is just a single piece, and it's the hat, I believe. Oof. Oh, see, that's dirty right there. So if you came in here, you might not have even known that there was a guy at the top of the stairs. And another one. They're not quite so mean about this in later games. And then it's so close quarters, it's very easy to get taken out here. I think you have to go around, yeah. Is there another one? Nope. Yeah, it's really easy to get, like, cheaply killed here, just because you didn't know. Oh, we didn't have to buy a pickaxe, I'm a fool. Though it did help us, honestly. We can dual wield them. I know coming up here is another friend of ours. There he is, you can see him up there. And he's gonna be a little pain in our behind here for a bit. But we do have to confront him. Well, we don't have to. We could technically ignore him, but we're not going to. I think it's... I forget which side goes out. I think you can stay on the left side. Yep. Ah, shoot. I didn't mean to drop him. Alright, well, we'll get him in a second here. But that is where we need to go. We need to drop down. So we will do so. Safely. Can I still get over there? Ah, crap. Okay, well, hold on. I gotta go back around. I thought I could drop... I thought I could go back on that other side. Oh, not that way. And yeah, I believe the the halberd is a better choice for fighting the fat officials than my pickaxe. Whoop, there he is. So we do need to cross, and we need to drop on his side. Yeah. Where'd he go? Did he drop down? Really, dude? Okay, well, hold on. Let me take care of this first. Yeah, I should just use the R2s. Ooh. Got hands. Literally. Okay, so the thing that we needed to come over here to get is this lever. And it should give us a nice little cutscene. Yeah. Another kind of interesting thing about this game, relative to later entries, they actually show, like in little cutscenes, what you open with different interactables. Whereas in later games, they just kind of do stuff and they expect you to kind of figure it out. Which I appreciate. Well, in this game, I appreciate the little cutscenes. I think they're neat. Ah, lost some power because I think I hit something before hitting him. Ed's grindstones that will refill the durability on my weapon. I guess I don't need to kill all these guys, but let's have it. The times, and yeah, they're only giving me like 3 souls. It's not really worth it. I should kill the bad guys though. They drop the good stuff. You look like you're about to square up, so. Where's the fat official? Did he drop down again? Let's top off. Where'd he go? Is he just patrolling back? I hear walking. Is that him? Oh yeah, it is. Oh, you dirty tramp. What's up, dude? Yeah, it's hilarious. Real funny. Hide and seek we're playing. Alright. Onward and upward. Nothing there. I believe we got everything over there. So... yeah, we needed to pull that lever to open this gate right here. So another fog wall that is not leading to an enemy. Or to a boss, I should say. We are going to switch back to our pickaxe, because most of the enemies we'll be fighting up ahead are the minor guys. Oh, never mind. Forgot these little salamander guys. Oh god, the one-handed moveset's really bad on the halberd. And the meltstone, that is the thing that will revert our upgrades on our weapons, which isn't really something that applies. You rarely ever actually use those things. There. Nope. Yeah, I'm kind of tempted to either use the pickaxe or this halberd. Pickaxe is fun. It's like in this game, Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, the pickaxe is like actually a fairly solid weapon. Let's see if I can get these guys off the walls. Did I put up my throwing knives? Oh, there they are. Oh, someone behind me? Oh, I saw this in my camera there, like something was behind me. Ow. Fire damage bad. Shard of Dragonstone. So that is, I believe, the fire weapon upgrade path. These guys make really weird rattling noises. The salamanders. Okay, these guys are the dangerous ones coming up here with the fire pokers. So we gotta be very careful fighting them. Hello, sir. Ooh, you're gonna run. Okay. And we're gonna cheese it. Just go for the... Ooh, you dirty tramp. Woo! Hit him with the backstabs. Hello, sir. And I think we're good here. Yeah, this guy has a hammer. I don't think we've encountered ones with hammers before. The snap to backstab's really funny to me. Ah, crap. Woo. I think they do a lot of damage, the hammer ones. Yeah, I'm not even really bothered looking at the pickup, or the not arch stones. The upgrade stones I'm getting. It's just... I know what you can get from them, and it's pretty generic, just upgrade stones, so... Excuse me. Okay, this is very important right here. This is extremely important right here. This will lead to a new friend. And also a place that a lot of people get themselves killed at, going up and down this elevator. You go down here, you're like, oh hey, it's the other blacksmith from the loading screen.
I haven't seen you around these parts. What does it matter? You need a blacksmith? Show me some coin.
So there's Ed. So these are, I believe they are canonically brothers. But, yeah, we could upgrade our pickaxe. I think we might have enough to upgrade our halberd to make it +2. Yeah, might as well, right? We make it +3. Yeah. Why not, right? And then we can change it to, so crushing makes it scale more with strength. Quality makes it scale with strength and dexterity. Dragon, I believe, is fire. And, we could also make it +4. I want to say you probably want to pick quality or crushing. I want to say in the long run they have better damage overall, as opposed to just straight upgrading to plus whatever. But we won't worry about that right now. We might upgrade our yeah, crushing. And so this is what Mephiston was saying about the Greystones. You need those to upgrade weapons that are on the crushing path. Yeah, let's upgrade our pickaxe. Why not, right? And I think sharp? Yeah, sharp is, they scale more with dexterity. And we don't really care about that. I think we're going to be going more strength than dex. And then we can do kind of the same thing, but this has a different upgrade path. Mercury, I think, is poison, and then tearing is bleed. Probably would do quality for this, but yeah, I think in the long run you probably want to pick quality, crushing, or sharp before doing just straight upgrade to like +10 or whatever. But it's been a while, so I'm not entirely sure. Got a soul item, very nice. But we just got a pretty nice upgrade to our equipment here, which is good. I'm going to do another loop on this elevator because there was an item. You can look, right there is the Filthy Man, where we started. So this is an excellent shortcut if I get killed. Which is possible. I'm not going to rule that out in the slightest. Blink. Shard clearstone, not something I need. If I were a more daring lad, I could leap from this panel to the other side. I'm not going to do that. I don't want to die embarrassingly like that, so we'll just ride it out. Now, I take that back about the dogs. There are dogs later on up ahead. I don't think they're as bad as fighting them. Those 3 at the beginning. So at least there's that. But we'll head back where we were. There was the fog wall we didn't pass, which was right here. Ah, I forgot about you. Oh, you dirty, dirty rascal. I did a push too, on accident. Ugh. Yeah, if you swing after, or... Ugh, okay. We 2-tap him now, though, so that's good. Anybody in here? Yes. Nice. Yeah, we 2-tap him with our R1s now. Can we one-shot him with an R2? Woo. No, unfortunate. So these guys are in here making weapons. Large hardstone. Yeah, so we definitely just want to use R1s to finish them off now. Okay, we have some Crystal Lizard. Ooh, watch out. Some more rock throwers. We have, I want to say you can run across those planks. They will break, though. And those are fire barrels. They will explode if one of those, fire poker guys hit it. I forgot what's up here. Oh, some grass. But you can go around that whole line of guys right there, which we probably will do. I'm going to see if I can get those items that are on that plank, though. I think if you just sprint, that's like your best way, because I don't think you can't jump in this game. Yeah. So I think you just have to sprint past to get over those planks. If I fail, it'll just drop us down below. We just have to go back, run back up, which isn't a big deal. Alright, here we go. Yeah. Great club. Hell yeah. Forgot about that being here. We get a little bit of fall damage here, but it's okay. Check out the Great Club. We're getting a lot of, let's see what our item burden is right now. Here's our item burden. 50. Okay, we're about halfway full. But we can equip the ring if we need to. The Herculean Strength ring. If we need to carry more items. So. I don't think there's that many more heavy items between here and the next boss, so I think we'll be okay. There's that forge room again. Yeah, Great Club might be fun to use. You want to go pure Unga Bunga, holy Unga Bunga. So yeah, nice little kind of hint as a way to get around obstacles here. And you're rewarded with a soul item. And I do think these guys can still act. And I have the thief ring on, right? Yeah. Ah, the shield. Steel shield. Okay, I'm pretty sure there's dogs up ahead. I remember this area now. Yeah, there's dogs and these more salamanders. So let's top off here. That is why I switched to my halberd. I think I can one-shot the dogs now. Dragonstone. The ragdoll going crazy. One more. Yeah, I think there's a dog that comes running up this platform right here. Memory serves. Yep, there he is. Must engage in pupper snuffer mode. God, there's a bunch. Ah, crap. Okay. Okay, good. We do one tap them. That's good. God, that did so much damage, even on block. There's one more down here somewhere. He's under the stairs. Ah! Didn't like me healing. There we go. Oof, hate those enemies. I think that's all of them. I think that's all of them. I wonder if something's behind those barrels. No. I know down here there's more of these miners. So, switch back to pickaxe. I think you can kind of just run past all these guys, which I might do. Ow. Okay, maybe not. Yeah. When they swung at me when I ran by, I was like, I don't like that. Alright. Okay. I'll take it. Ooh, you dirty rascal. I was looting. And here is what we came for. Again, we get a nice little cutscene. My controller is vibrating, telling me that the water wheel has stopped. And I believe that makes it so, yeah, the water comes down here, and there's a few more items you can get down there. So, yeah. Yeah. And where is that area? Those mine carts are moving now. Don't think you can do anything with them. There's like the lava pit over here where those salamanders were. And then the area below them. That's still lit up. And those ones in the pit, they don't really do anything, so. You can go down here now and collect some items. Sharp stone. Half of grass. I don't think there's any enemies down here. And is this the way forward? I think it might be. Again, I don't know this game quite as well as I know Dark Souls 1, 2, and maybe even... Yeah, I know 3 pretty well, also. I beat the remake, and I played through probably about 90% of the original back in the day. Here's another dirty trap right here. Is it Fat Official? He's like, bam! So if you try to run in, again, guns blazing, he's probably going to hit you with the fireball. Woo! There's his combustion ability. Would not suggest taunting, sir. So yeah, a whole place full of explosive barrels. Really dirty trap. But it's kind of designed to be like, okay, you see the Fat Official, you know how dangerous they are, and it's like, you have to fight the urge to rush and take them out quickly. And then we are approaching, let me switch back to this. You start seeing some spider webs, and you're like, huh, what's going on here? It's kind of weird. And uh-oh. Hello, sir. Is there another? Oh, heard something fall over. And I forget if there are more enemies here. I don't think there is. But again, more spider webs. Foreboding. Yeah, I know there's an item up here. I think this is the Chris knife. which I believe is something spell users. Crisp Blade. You put that in your offhand, I think you do more magic damage. It increases the amount of magic damage you deal. And I think that's everything here. So, let's take the elevator down and see what new horrors await us. Oh, a fog gate. How foreboding. Anything out here? Well, there's something over here. An item. Chunk of spider stone. Huh. A lot of spiders going on. Spider web, spider stone. Alright, real quick, I'm gonna go use the bathroom and I will go through this fog gate when I get back. So just give me 1 second. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. Now, do I want to use my pickaxe or my halberd here? I think I want to use the halberd. I still don't have any other armor. Nope. Yeah, I think I want to use the halberd. Let's check, actually. We have 118, or 144 on this one, and 118 on the pickaxe. Yeah. So we'll stick with halberd. Alright, let's see if I can remember how to do this one. Ah, double. We gotta shoot some waves of 3. Kill, dude. I walked in his webs. Dang it. Woo! I don't know what happened there. Ow. Can't see, Captain. Oh shoot, okay, I gotta run. He sends you all the way back. And the remake, I think, this is one of the few things, well, not few. There's a lot of good stuff the remake did. The design on this boss was really cool. Crap, I gotta get the timing right. It's so janky. You should start doing fire. Yep. So once he starts lighting up like that, you have to run to the far end of the tunnel to avoid the flames. And then once they're done, you make your way back up. He's gonna do his fireballs and his web again. Got me. He got me again. Not good. I'm trapped in the blender, dude. We're out. We were out. Oh, he's doing fire again. I screwed that up royally. Yeah, the remake does a really interesting design in this fight where he does like an oil slick on the floor. And crap. That is kind of your indication of where the fire has expanded to. Screw that up. Yeah, I just need to time my rolls better on his horizontal swipes. I'm just gonna greet it. There we go. But yeah, no, I like his design in the remake, Armored Spider. I like this original design. I like I want to say I like his theme better here than I do in the remake. The remake, they botch a lot of tracks. A lot of themes in the remake, unfortunately. They just overdo them. They're best when they are kept simple. Or at least to where you can actually kind of hear the melody that's going on. Some of them are so overproduced, some of the themes in the remake. And so what I'm going to do is, because we just defeated a boss, you'll notice, back in body form. So, you know what that means. Touch that archstone. Not even going for that crystal lizard. He can wait till I come back. Yuria the Witch. A lot of I want to say there's a Yuria in Elden Ring also. All right, first things first, you go to Thomas. You deposit all of your upgrade stones. I forget if you actually need them on your person when you visit Ed. I think you might, which is really silly. We can put up the extra battle axe, or the extra pickaxe. Crisp blade, don't need that. Maybe use the great club, that might be fun. Steel shield we won't be using probably ever. Any of this stuff? Grindstones, I doubt we'll actually ever need them. I'm almost tempted to put up the Stones of Ephemeral Eyes also. Alright.
You have a heart of...
Let's level up at the Maiden of Black.
Thou seekest then touch the
Sure, lady.
soul of the mind, key to life's ether.
Let's go 15 and 15.
Drawn from its vessel.
Real quick. I art done for a moment. Let me check the... I'm gonna just see what the moveset on the Great Club is like. Yeah. It's slow. What's the R2's like? Bonk. Do I get the wimpy? No, okay. Is it really only one swing? Interesting. Okay. I mean, it's kind of neat. You get two-piece with the though that could be because I'm two-handing. I don't know if it's giving me the second swing with one hand. What's the rolling attack? Oh, this thing. Yep. And the running attack. Big ol' slam. And it uses what type of damage? Blunt, presumably, but it has spikes on it, so I'm like, maybe it's blunt and piercing. Put the battle axe. I don't know. Let's not commit to strength yet. Let's stick with our halberd. And we'll put up the club. Alright, gotta head out, but it was fun hanging out. Enjoy the rest of the stream. Hey, thanks, Michelle. Thanks for showing up. I appreciate your help with the audio balancing, too. It helps a lot. I will see you later. And I might also be ending the stream here in a moment, just because I think this is a pretty good stopping point. We got 2 World 1 bosses done. And we can pick this up. I might make a little regular stream of doing this, because this is fun to do. And I would like to get through Demon Souls and Dark Souls 1 and 2 on the PS3. So I'd like to do that by the end of October. Maybe even get into Bloodborne, because Bloodborne is the most October-y Souls game of the Soulsborne game there is. But yeah, I think let's see, how do you do? Do you like? There we go. The emotes are really weird in this game. Okay. I know it's like you hold the X button and then you do a motion with the controller, the 6-axis PS3 controller, to do your emotes. I forget how you bring up the emote menu, though. I think there's a way you can. Anyway, yeah, I think we'll call it here, and we'll pick back up, probably doing maybe Adjudicator, World 3 one, or is it 4-1? Yeah, Adjudicator's 4-1. We'll probably do him next, and continue from there. But I hope you guys had fun. It's always fun coming back to Demon Souls, especially the OG. And yeah, until then, I'll see everybody next time. And rest assured, I am working on the 3 Ultimate retrospective. It's coming. So I will update you guys on that as more gets done on it. But until next time, guys, I will see you later. All right. Bye-bye.